Good morning, it's the 11th of July 2023. This is my trade review for today. On my screen at the moment you will see that I have opened the MES or the ES chart. It's the 1 hour time frame and we're currently looking at the last week. So looking at the 200 moving average, we can see that this 200 was broken on Friday. On Thursday, and then we broke down and it looked like we was going to go weak. Then we crossed back up through the 200 on Friday before breaking back down, and today we touched it twice, and what it looks like is that we are in an uptrend. So my bias for today is going to be an uptrend, and that's only because we've got this higher high, higher low, higher high, technically high low, another higher high. So maybe I'll be watching what I'll be so we've got a series of higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, and it brings into play probably this area here at 44.68, and 44.68 is a previous area we've looked at before. We bounced off of it back on last Wednesday, and then we bounced again on Thursday before breaking down. So my levels today is going to be 44.66, and I'm going to have that entire zone, which is 44.66 to 44.68. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to be looking for bigger candles coming into the zone, and then with a topping tail for the rejection back down. If we got a grind up, and when I say grind up I mean we have lots of little candles just grinding up, let's change the colour, just grinding up like that, then I'm going to be looking for a break and retest. So we'll come back down into this area before going back up. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Because it's a higher risk, I consider this a higher risk play because we are close to that area and we're not far off. I'm going to be using this zone as an area to get 2 starter entries, and that's probably all I'll be looking at, maximum 2. If we get a break and retest, then I might add as well for the move back down. And there is another area I'm watching as well, and this area is here. It is 44.76, and that's a major reject off of that pivot. So again, I'll be watching for the move up. We might see it up there, come up into there, and it's either going to reject it or we're going to break it and retest it. There's quite a few areas of resistance on the MES chart. So we've also got 44.84 as an area, and we just mentioned 44.76, 44.68, and if we get up to this area of consolidation, then I've got a level I've identified, which is the tops of candles and the bottoms of candles, and that is 44.89. So that's another area of resistance. I'm going to try and play it safe and just go with use confirmation. So I'll be looking at volume. So I'll be looking for increasing volume on the moves if I coming into these areas, followed by lower volume while it's consolidating, going sideways. And then if we get a break, then I expect to see a higher volume followed by increasing volume as we're breaking upwards. And again, if we are at this area and I'm looking for a rejection, then I'm looking for a rejection candle followed by a big spike in volume, and then I'll be looking to get in on the break of that rejection candle. So I want to get in just here, so that'll be my area there. So it probably should be red, that candle there. So I want to get in just at that level as we break back down, but I'll be watching for retests. So that's my plan. If we see weakness in the market, we've got some previous areas. So we're looking at 44.10 and We've tested it yesterday, beautiful test. In fact, we tested it, when was that? That was Monday, 2 AM. So it's a shame I wasn't trading that time, but that's an area I would be watching. But that's there we go. So, and then we have 44.40, which is, one second, 44.40. This area here. We've tested it once today, but looking at the volume profile, we've got high condensed volume all around this area, all congested. So this zone which I've drawn in, which has been drawn in for weeks, is still a heavy area of volume. So any pullback into this area, we want to keep an eye out for a potential bounce, maybe a scalp. But it's been there for a long time. Maybe all of the demand has now been eaten up, and we might just see it break back down through it. So that's an area to keep an eye out. So to sum up the ES or MES chart, I'm watching for 44.66 as a higher risk rejection. 44.76 is probably a higher risk rejection, just watch for confirmation. And 44.84 area for a rejection. In fact, it's quite a big area, so probably the zone should be like that. So I'll be looking probably closer to 44.89. And on the bounces, possible scalp at 4400, but then 4410 and 4400. Sorry, 4440. This all sounds the same. Is a scalp bounce. 4400 will be a major daily bounce, so that will be a full size position. 4410 will also be a full size position. Okay, so looking at the SPY now, similar chart, and I've got some similar areas as well. So SPY, I'm looking for a possible rejection at 441.54, and this will be a high risk. So again, if it grinds into this area, I won't take it because it's probably going to keep going. If I see a big candle going up with a topping tail, then I'd look to scalp it back down to the 439 area. Again, we're looking at this heavy area of volume with the point of control at 439, so this should be a target for a rejection. If we break through and we see continued buying pressure, then this pivot here will be 442.65, 442.60 to 443, so that'll probably be my stop at 443, and we'll be watching for that area. And we can see, if we go back onto the chart, there is a higher concentration of volume up here as well, so it could act as natural resistance. And it works out actually, I didn't realise at the time, the point of control for that volume is actually would be the stop area 443, 444, 443.20. So that's my rejection area. We've got a high risk and a higher probability one. If we do see market buying, then we've got this area up here. So 444 really is a nice rejection area to 443.50. Again, watching for confirmation, looking at volume. And for bounces, we've got this nice double bottom here. We retested it in the in yesterday's pre-market. So this will be a nice bounce area. So if we come into this area, I'll be looking to go long. This will probably be a full size position, so I'll be using 4 start positions to get in. One at or around 437, and then 436.50, and I'll be looking for a add on the way back up. And if we see big market weakness, then we've got this area down there, 431 to 432. Don't forget to get down there today, but who knows. Okay, so that's it. So to sum up my levels on SPY, I'm watching for rejections at 441.50, 442.60, 443.52, and 444 if we get that high. For bounces, 437 and 435. Okay, have a good day trading, and I will speak to some of you today.